joining me from another video. If you're joining me for the first time, hello! Well, I have one of the newest electronic pets, which is by Spinmaster, Present Pets. These are releasing October the 1st, and I'm going to give you, my subscribers, a secret sneak peek at them before they even come out. So these I'm pretty new to. Everybody's going to be pretty new to these. I unbox myself. Which puppy will you get? Now there are two types. There is a fluffy-eared type, kind of more like a terrier, I guess. On the back here, we'll have a look up close. And then there's these ones, which I gave Astra the choice of making the final call. Do we want to see a Chihuahua-like puppy? Or do we want to see a terrier? And she went for these ones, which I'm super happy about because I used to have a Chihuahua when I was younger. I'm a huge Chihuahua fan. Okay, so let's bring the box up close and have a look. Alright, so on the top is this purple bow. So it's done up like a present. It's got all like these little spots. Whenever I see Dalmatian spots, I always think Cruella de Vil for some reason, you know, being a doll collector. But you know me, I have a lot of electronic toys. You can check out my views for them. They have quite a lot of views, my electronic toys. There's 100+ sounds and actions. Now this is retailing in my country for $109 or $120. I'll have the conversion down the bottom to US dollars. That will be slightly cheaper in US than my conversion, as there is shipping costs obviously in my country incorporated in the price, I imagine. Which puppy will you get? So we have a choice of getting Casey or Coco. Astra, which one do you want? Casey or Coco?
Coco.
Coco? I think Coco too. I just love her coloring. On the side here is Coco. Which puppy will present itself to you? So they open up themselves, and I'm really keen to see how this happens. Okay, unwrap, pull the gift tag. Oh, so this here sounds like pull the gift tag and reveal. Play, love, bond. Alright, so this is going to be really cute. Casey on this side. I'm going to put this way back here and in the middle, and we're going to see exactly how this opens up. I don't know if I should have it facing backwards or forwards. I really honestly don't know. I unboxed myself. Okay, unwrap, pull the gift tag. Let's try. Oh, okay. This is very reminiscent of a Poopsie unicorn where it just goes around and around. Alright, so they obviously is not opening themselves, so I'm sure we're still getting there. This must just be the outer boxing. Okay. Oh wow, this is really cute. I like the inside box. So I've moved it slightly back. There's all the little puppy artwork over. There's hearts on the box, Present Pets, and then at the top here we have a little tag saying important. Let's open it up and have a look. Alright, so we have a Spinmaster, www.spinmaster.com. So we have the website and we have a bunch of helplines for the toy product. Now this is, I'm going to assume, the instruction manual, since electronic toys are not always intuitive. Battery switch is on the bottom of the paw, it looks like. And there is a heap of instructions which I'm going to read through and we're going to work through together. Okay, now let's get the bottom part off. I really want to catch this pet unboxing itself because I'm very curious how they did this. You know me, I've opened so many furry friends. Pull. Okay, I think this is going to be it. You're watching, Astra?
Yep.
Let's see if the puppy pulls herself out. Oh my god, that's adorable. One come down. Two. goodness, it's like giving birth. Oh, we've had a bit over here pulled down on the side. Oh, I don't want to move her too much. She's pulling down the side here. Keep going, you can do it, sweetie. Okay, that's all come through. Oh, she's pushing at that front part. You can do it. Go, go. Oh, we got the one we want. Awesome. Yay. Oh, she's still going for it. That is adorable. Okay, I can say as a toy collecting adult, she is absolutely gorgeous, and I can say as a mum, if you were, my goodness, you're vocal. If you were thinking of buying this for Christmas, children are gonna love that experience. That is adorable. I wonder how they did that. How clever are the engineers who thought that up? So, let's lift her up. Okay, to save yourself what I did, which was read all the instructions and say, okay, how am I meant to get it out? The instructions are actually on the front part of the box that flipped out. I wish that was a bit more intuitive as I went straight to the instructions. But after you've done that, you need to unlock the bones that are under her feet. So these are obviously a locking mechanism to keep her in place. And it says to turn those clockwise to the left. Once you have turned those clockwise to the left, you're to put your hand around her belly and then apparently lift her, stand her up and lift her up. And there we go, we finally freed her. Oh, she's so happy to be free. Oh wow, she's gorgeous. Okay, so one thing with electronic toys is they have to be really appealing. I'm not entirely sure about where the thing that was holding her into the box was. Alrighty, let's bring her up and have a look up close. Okay, so I've turned her off while we look at her because, of course, you're going to want to buy something that's adorable, and I can say she's absolutely adorable. Fur-real friends are cute, but she has a certain extra cuteness to her, if that makes sense. They've really gone for that big-eyed, I'm just adorable look on her. And of course, whereas fur-real friends tend to use a lot of realistic colors, she has some touches of pinks and blues. So first impressions are that she is orientated towards a female buyer on her coloring scheme. Here are her eyes up close in blues and pinks, very large. From what I can tell, they do not have a blinking mechanism. When I first looked at her, I thought, oh, she must have a blinking mechanism because of the way the eyes are, but no, it does not look like she blinks. Her tongue and nose are also not movable, so I'm going to guess that the majority of her movement in this pet is in her legs. Can she rotate her head? We'll find out. And there is definitely mechanisms up in her tail. Again, we're going to look at that. Looking past her face, her little ears up here, these do not have electronic mechanisms in, so they are not going to be movable. Over here she has a bow in the shimmery material, which corresponds to the material used on the inside of her ear. Looking down to her paws here, you can see again the pinks and blues. It's almost like a sewn patch on her foot, which is interesting. So it almost is adding that I'm a robotic dog sort of element to it rather than the realism sort of side. Again, you know, ignoring that there's different colors on her, and her eyes are just like kind of like space fields, aren't they? They look like they've got little stars and everything going on in them. She has a collar in the middle with her name, Coco. The collar is not attached to her, so is it removable? Yes, it does look like it's removable with a peg at the back. Coming down to the larger paws at the bottom, where you have the battery compartments in each foot. Now it takes 6 AAA batteries, 3 for each side. So she is a toy that when she goes into storage or long periods of no play, my advice is always remove the batteries out of your electronic toy so you prevent corrosion, and it just keeps your toy absolutely gorgeous. Okay, looking at her sizing to the side, here is an adult hand. So her body is about the size of an adult hand, just over it really. She is a lot smaller than, say, the Fur Real Friends Rory or Biscuit. So she is ideal for a smaller child, or if you have limited on space and a child wants an electronic pet, this is a better choice for you. All in all, she's very, very cute. But as many of you know, I always put play value on what does she do that is going to keep a child's interest. And then I go from the play value into the age. So let's turn her on and see what she does. Hello, my darling. All right, let's put you on the table and have a play with you. All right, I'm going to try this one more. It says for an instant trick, hold the back button first and quickly pet the head for an instant check. All right, she made a series of barks, but oh my goodness. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to be honest, her modes of play are just, so far, seem to be various barks and movement. Not like a Zoomer dog where you go into certain different... Oh my... She is very Chihuahua-ish. Let me just put it that way. Let's have a look what else we can do. Okay, so I want to explain this one because she's very, very hyper. No matter what mode she's in, she seems to be very, very hyper. And I am trying to do all the different things as best as the instructions tell me to. So on this one, to enter game mode, you hold the button on the back to enter game mode. A chime will sound. So that will indicate that you are in game mode. Short press the button on the back to skip round 2. Short press the button on the back to an autonomous mode. Okay. Round 1. Puppy starts by barking and waits for you to copy it by barking the same number of times. Keep copying the number of barks of the puppy. If you copy the puppy's barks 3 times, the round is won. Okay, so all right. And then round 2, puppy starts by barking a short rhythm and waits for you to copy it by barking back the same rhythm. Next, puppy barks a medium length rhythm and waits for you to copy the barking back the same rhythm. Puppy barks a long rhythm. If you are able, copy it by barking back the same rhythm. The game is won. So I'm going to see if she actually recognizes well. I've had electronic toys before. I'm pretty sure I've done a review of this before, where it was a lot harder for them to recognize a child's voice, a young child's voice, than it was an adult voice. So let's see how it goes with an adult voice. So we're going to enter game mode. is cute. I'll give you that. That is cute. So we're in game mode 2. Let's turn her off. She's so noisy. I mean, if you've got a child that loves a lot of noise, she's going to drive a few parents crazy on Christmas Day, but that's okay. So the 2 game modes that we tried, the barking and the rhythm, she did the correct sound. I did every single time. So that absolutely works. The sound sensor is good. That being said, I can't test it on a child's voice, which might be softer or not as pronounced as my voice. Okay. Every time I try and do something, the amount of takes I've tried to do this. All right, let's try again. Hold the back button and then quickly tap her head. There you go. She imitated a cat. So that was a trick. So I'm getting better at this. All right. Let's try the bark back mode. All right, so now that I understand this more, we're going to press the button on the back to enter bark back mode. When the puppy is in bark back mode, it is listening to you. When you bark or speak to the puppy, it will respond to you and imitate you in barks. After 3 exchanges of speaking and barking, the puppy will return to autonomous mode. So basically, you'll have to, you or your child will have to go back into bark back mode. So let's try this and see if I can get this to work. Rah, 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 I'm definitely going to say it kind of works. I tried her a few times. There are times when she instantly responds with what I've done, and other times she just kind of goes off on her own tangent. So it's one of those things, again, you're going to have your kids sitting there going, "Rah, rah, rah, rah," all the time to her, and sometimes she's going to do what they do, and sometimes she isn't. She is definitely a diva and know what she wants to do. Just going to ignore you. Okay, so with excited mode, we're going to tickle her belly while she's like this. She's licking. That was her licking. She's really liking this. So you can definitely see in cuddle mode that she licks, but again, she is very hyper, very over the top. So cute. Okay. Pet the head for cuddle mode. Okay. So that's cuddle mode, is meant to basically calm her down. So you can see us petting the head over and over again. She's a lot less hyper, but again, still very, very vocal. So the last mode I want to try for Coco is sleep mode. Now we've tried this with other fur real friends and they're pretty responsive to when everything goes quiet, going into their sleep mode, which is basically a battery saver mode. Or I'm gonna stop talking and let's see if she goes to sleep. I'm going to admit that is a rather long sleep mode. I kept on thinking, is she just going to keep snoring? But it works, so that's a good thing. So it's a kind of like a battery saving mode. If your kid just puts it on the floor and forgets about it for a while, at least you're not going to worry about this thing jumping up and down and wasting its batteries within an hour. Okay, so I don't know if you can use this as storage or if this resets her when you sit her on here, but this is actually a really cute stand. I quite like this, so I'm going to assume you can reuse it. It does say to discard it, but I'm hoping that this huge bit of plastic isn't for discard. You can use it as a display piece. Basically, on her back, appropriately placed, right below her tail, is a hole. And most animals have a hole there, so it's not too bad. I'm not too worried about that. And that you can put her back on there and display her on the shelf like so, using the locking mechanisms to lock her in again, which is actually a really cute display way for her. Just make sure, as always, if she's going into long-term storage or display, that you take the batteries out so corrosion doesn't affect her. So on to playability. For me, she falls into the category of younger child. And I'm going to be honest with that. If you're looking for a child, say 8+, I would recommend going more to the Zuma line, the Wowee line. I mean, the Wowee dog has an electronic ball that it can chase, it recharges itself. I need to do a review on that, and you guys can see it just goes back to its recharge station and recharges itself. Or if you've seen my Zuma video, check that out. That is a dog which you can actually teach, and it can follow you. There is a lot more older child play in it than this one. Now this is very, very cute, but this is something that I would buy for a child 5 to 7, where it's very hyper, so it keeps their attention. The play modes are simple, kind of like a puppy Zuma. I think I've done a review on Candy, if you want to check out that. Now Candy has a lot more play modes to her, so she's going to appeal a little bit more to the child that needs that little bit extra of stimulation. This one is more along the lines of a cuddling Kara, except that it can move along the floor. The cuddling Kara you can feed, you can talk to, and all that sort of stuff. It does all sorts of sound, she does all sorts of sounds, etc. But this is just a tiny step above the cuddling Kara in that she can move. However, saying all that again, she is definitely going to appeal on looks to almost every young little girl. Now, I'm saying little girl because she has the pinks and the blues and because of her eyes, etc. If you've got a boy that's that way inclined, absolutely go for it, you know, cutesy sort of chihuahua look. I just know that she is going to be on some kids' wish lists. So that is an adult collector's look, and an adult collector who has a lot of electronic toys, pet toys. Look at this puppy. If you're getting her for your child on Christmas Day, might I suggest some earmuffs? She is very loud, she is very vocal, but she is definitely going to keep a young child's attention because of that. If you love electronic toys, please give this video a thumbs up. If you love toys in general, please subscribe. We love to open toys here and we love to share. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye.